So everyone who wants to lose weight, whether it's to be healthier, to look good, or to fit into your favorite jeans, will always remove one food from the diet: rice. So is rice bad? To answer this, we're going to look into three things. Number one, what does rice actually contain? Number two, what does it do to your body? And number three, should we all avoid it? So what does rice contain? Simple answer, rice contains carbohydrates. So when you look at carbohydrates, we've got two types. We've got simple carbohydrates and we've got carbohydrates. Now, some people might tell you that white rice is simple carbohydrates and brown rice is complex carbohydrates. Unfortunately, that's not true. Both white rice and brown rice, they are both complex carbohydrates, because if you look closely over here, both white rice and brown rice, they contain starches. So when they contain starches, both, whether it's white, brown, red, purple, any types of rice, they all contain starches. They are all complex carbohydrates. Now, why do we need complex carbohydrates, or why do we need carbohydrates in our body? Very simple answer. That's because it is a source of energy. And energy is needed for every single thing that we do in our life. Whether it's physical activity, whether it's to think, whether it's to breathe, or every single process in your body requires fat. Now, pay close attention, including fat burning process. They all require energy. So you might be wondering, if carbohydrate is so important, why do people actually lose weight when they stop eating rice? The answer is simple. Even though we need our carbohydrates for energy, when you eat too much rice, that's going to be stored as extra energy. That's going to be stored as fat. So rice is not fattening, but eating too much rice is fattening. Or should I say that you're not moving enough to deserve the amount of rice that you've eaten? So should we avoid rice? That's an important question. Now, for those of you who love your rice, my answer is going to be no. You don't have to avoid your rice, but you want to watch out how much you're eating. Or maybe you can try to choose a better source of rice. I'm going to give you a very simple tip. If you're going to choose between the different types of rice that you get in the market, I would say go for a rice that is less sticky. Because when it's less sticky, it's going to be slightly lower in glycemic index. Glycemic index over here refers to how fast a carbohydrate source can actually elevate your blood glucose. So if you choose low glycemic rice, that's going to help you to regulate your blood sugar. So for example, if I have basmati rice and the Japanese rice, so one is a long grain rice versus a short grain rice, I'm going to go for the long grain rice, because long grain rice is less sticky and it has lower glycemic index. So again, back to what we have just mentioned, eat the rice that you love, but be very careful of how much you're eating. Make sure you move enough to deserve the rice that you're eating, and you can go for slightly lower glycemic index rice. So I hope that after you watch this video, you're going to feel slightly happier because you can now eat your rice. And if you find that you are interested in the science behind carbohydrates and science behind nutrients, you're going to love my health and fitness nutrition workshop. I'll see you then.